April was not the month I needed. Discipline was shaky, and the knee had created uncertainty. May was not about building the perfect training block. May was about damage control. So folks, I said in April we lacked discipline. May, we are not going to say I may run today. We are going to say I must run today. In that process, we need to ensure that it's all about discipline. So I'm out. It's the second week of the month. It's kind of a deload or building up week after the Limo Mangaung Marathon. 20k easy run, and what I decided to do is in this training block I must run different times of the day, early morning, midday and late-ish, just in case I make it through all the way to the 12-hour cutoff. It's all about putting in the kilometers, the mileage. No 9 to 5 billable hours excuses. The experts have said this is really a very, very last week to really put in useful mileage. So I have a big week ahead, including my long run that just never happened because I like things. I went to run the Limo Mangaung Marathon instead of that long run. My week 2 of May is the 11th, but my week starts on Mondays and runs to Sunday. So this is my proper week 2 of May. So it's going to be a long and heavy week ahead because of the issues I've been having. I'm a bit behind everyone else. I still have to do my magical long run. I was quite relieved when I had the experts say you don't need to do more than 50 if you're going for a thanks for coming like me. And then Coach PK sent me a 50k long run. So that was quite assuring as I was beginning to worry about this long run, what am I going to do? Because I've seen them back to back 50Ks, 60S, 70Ks, and I'm like, yeah, this is what the Comrades is about. We are finally and officially less than 30 days to go to the Big C, the up run. And we can't relax. We have to keep pushing. For me, probably the peak of my training, I'm just out on a short fartlek session, getting ready for tomorrow's long run, 50 kilometers. So this is not really how I pictured or imagined coming back to ultra marathoning proper after a 10-year break. Here we are, 50-kilometer run. I intended to go out at 5 o'clock. Boy, it was very dark. So I decided to go later. But because of that, I've changed. I'm going to do kind of the reverse for the first part and then do the reverse for the second part. If only I had thought of it much earlier, I would have gone out in the dark. But anyway, let's go. Let's see how this goes. The plan is to lock it at Comrades Marathon pace and see how far and how long I can go. Let's go. I'm just taking a walk, getting ready for Fields Hill. I say Fields because I'm at about 23.5 Ks, which is roughly where you would meet Fields Hill, I think. Maybe not exactly as Fields Hill because my hill is about 2 kilometers long. Engine overheating. Sure, this here. That's that 50-kilometer long run done. Just 4 weeks away from the Comrades, the Big C, 50 Ks solo. It's not that easy. There were phases when I felt I could have used the adrenaline, soaking the energy from the other people on the road. So hopefully that will work in my favor. May the 24th. We are well into the last week of May and 3 weeks away from the Big C. Out on a long run. It's an easy run actually, just to ease into the pace that I hope I will be able to maintain at the Big C. So that was that 30-kilometer easy / long run done. I think it's beginning to feel easier because we're locking the pace, starting to settle into that Comrades Marathon pace. So there's no like huffing and puffing just to get through the 30 kilometers. Still feel good. Probably could have gone for another 20 or so without complaining. So it looks like we are back on track. May the 30th, the last run of the month. Boy, this training block has been a roller coaster ride. We started off with, has been a roller coaster ride, coming off a shaky April, which to be honest was not a good one. But it is what it is. We put it behind us and we carried on. So it's the last run of May, and let's use that to reflect and see what went wrong, but most importantly what went right, because there is no time to make up for what went wrong. We are already in the taper phase. So the reflection is simply to see how much we built on, how much we added to that mileage for the year. And this morning, folks, is a 24-kilometer easy run at Comrades pace. We are testing the mechanics, we are testing the fuel. Yes, and it should be a very easy one because Comrades is all about going slow for long. So let's see, by the time we get to Fields Hill, around about 24 kilometers when the run ends, how I'll be feeling. And because I was focusing on keeping the pace at Comrades Marathon pace, I miscalculated my route and ended up taking a very rocky shortcut to cut out the extra 6 kilometers that had been added after I took the wrong turn. May was not perfect. It came late. It came with pressure. It came after a shaky April and after weeks of doubt. But May gave me something I did not have at the beginning of April: consistency, a proper long run, confidence at Comrades pace, and a knee that was still behaving. So, am I ready? I don't know if the Comrades ever allows you to feel fully ready, but I'm closer than I was a month ago. At this stage, that may be enough to keep me moving.